Take 5 with Ricovibes, the ultimate in entertainment. Live interviews, social commentary, and so much more. Go tell somebody you're now locked into Take 5 with Ricovibes. This episode of Take 5 with Ricovibes is brought to you by...
Hey yo, listen up. Y'all remember the 90s? The era of neon windbreakers, cassette tapes, and endless fun. Well, it's time to relive those golden days that stuck in the 90s Atlanta. For the past 5 years, we've brought you back to the 90s. With the biggest, baddest, hypest party in the city. Pick it up. Stuck in the 90s. Saturday, January 25th. Celebrating our 5-year anniversary. Entertainment by from New York City. DJ Polish, King and Back to Basic, alongside Atlanta Generals Juggler John Wayne, Proper English, and One Drop Sound. All happening at Essence Lounge, 5439 Riverdale Road in Atlanta, from 9 p.m. to 3 a.m. Saturday, January 25th. Get tickets now at StuckInThe90sOfficial.com.
And seeing what Chip Lee, the performer, mean to the people, it is a happy place. It's a place.
To the dance, done, I'm ready.
Pick it up, mister.
Now I'm with you.
Triple, I'm back. Triple, I'm back. Triple, I'm back.
To make people levitate, to have the highest experience ever musically. Chip Lee, the performer, niceness guaranteed.
What's up, everybody? It's yours truly, Ricovibes, and welcome to another edition of Take 5. It's a brand new year, 2025. Gotta welcome a special guest, my first guest for the year, the one and only Chip Lee.
Yeah, man, many blessings.
Many blessings to you, my brother. How's it going?
All is well, we can't complain, man. We have health, strength, and life, and, wisdom and understanding.
Right.
We try to say we will give thanks. So.
Absolutely.
Yes. The best is yet to come.
The best is yet to come. Always.
Yes, sir.
Always.
Yes,
Let me tell you, man, I'm probably going to be dating myself here, but I've heard about you and I've watched you perform maybe about 20 years ago, man.
Mighty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you were one of the first DJs/entertainers
Mighty.
that came up from behind the console
Yes, sir.
and worked the stage.
Yes, sir.
Was that something that you consciously did?
Yeah, well, it's something that it happened, it's something that I felt like as from a young age, I just feel like somebody just want to do with the crowd. Mm-hmm. So I used to run out into the crowd,
Okay.
Sky Juice and them, they come from me and they turn But my thing was always to run out into the crowd.
Gotcha.
I used to always have a headset, wireless headset.
Yes. You were the first one I saw with that too.
Yeah, but I wasn't the first one to do it, but I took that from seeing Trooper them and those guys play.
Gotcha.
Because they used to consider me. I used to play a sound in Rhythm Force in South Florida, and we used to always go to dances and watch, just watch.
Gotcha.
And that's where I get most of my selecting wisdom from is my years in Florida, really, because Florida was very, very festive with the dancehall scene, But I come from a lineage of Lisa Unlimited. But I didn't really grow up in Jamaica per se. I left Jamaica when I was 7, and I moved to the States, but I was back and forth.
Right.
And I would go on, every time I would get a chance, I'd go to Jamaica and I would be amongst the sound.
Gotcha.
So I would learn from that aspect there. But I think it's my years in Florida that really grew me, because my dad is one of Lisa Unlimited sound system.
Right.
But he would hear things about me, what I'm doing in Florida, what I'm doing in.
So he was in Jamaica at this point.
While he's in Jamaica, yeah.
Got it.
I remember I played a dance here, so right here, this was kind of nostalgic, It's crazy because as I pull in, I said nostalgia. Nostalgic, because this plaza actually right here is where I started, Mark Stewart introduced me.
God rest his soul.
Yes, God rest his soul indeed. And introduced me to Georgia and Georgia to me, putting me up with Stone Love, which is nobody knew who I was, nobody knew it was.
So how did he find you though?
That's a very good question. I think it's just through people who know people.
Well, he knew a lot of people.
He knew a lot of people. I don't even know how it happened.
Yeah.
How it really happened, but I can't remember.
Gotcha.
But he put me in here and to play alongside Stone Love, and it turned out to be excellent because people had a good time tonight, and And
No,
then
no.
that's
See,
what built-
you're downplaying it. So let me tell the folks because I was not at the dance, but I heard the play-by-play of the dance.
Yeah.
And apparently this was Swamp King
Yeah, something.
who was representing Stone Love, and the way you performed that night, from how I heard it, if I'm wrong, correct me in the comments, is that you totally outperformed Swamp King and Stone Love, obviously. And after that, Swamp King was let go from
Enough
Stone
people
Love.
vex, man. The night even security have escort we out. Enough people.
Are you serious?
Yeah, because Stone Love them sound.
Yes,
so
of
this
course.
Virginia come in and just carry on like this, But I didn't come here to clash with no one. But I was the night we supposed to be half an hour,
Right.
and we Swamp King them decided to play for hour and a half after our half an hour. So Mark was actually the one that said, "Here what?" I'm kind of say, "Chip, say a chance," and he want me to start from you. So Mark seemed like he was kind of grooming me for people
Right.
to keep me coming, because he saw the energy. So obviously, I'm on a vision to a certain degree. So yeah, man, definitely he saw it and him say, "Why you start where you start your room, starting in the middle of the room and." I never even done whole heap of dub nor nothing. It's just,
Right.
but I think growing up through the years, not being able to just have I never played on a sound, including Lee's Unlimited, where you just could get any dub. So you had to be creative. You know what I mean? And I think that helped us a whole heap. I remember Rhythm Force, we used to draw one of the biggest Saturday night crowds at a place called La Reserve with Rhythm Force. Craig, God rest him soul, that was the selector and I was the MC. But we used to practice, and we started playing at that spot. And we would, no matter who come, it could be Cape Town, it could have been Bojo, La Reserve pack every Saturday night. Like church people used to come to La Reserve. Yeah, so we learned from that ground. Every week we practice,
Right.
and we weren't on a sound that we had dubs,
Right.
but we weren't on a sound like one sound I can reflect on is like Earth Ruler,
Right.
Because Earth Ruler owner and Rhythm Force owner
Sprocket,
friends,
right.
Sprocket and Everton are friends. So we spent a lot of time around Earth Ruler.
Gotcha.
But our mouth used to water how they get dubs.
So you wasn't known for dubs.
Yeah, we never have that. We said, man, you
Right.
can't imagine if we get the opportunity to get dub like that. What we could have do? But the way God set it, we never have that luxury. And I think it helped you to create that, be very creative.
Gotcha.
And I learned from also my dad's son, Lee's Unlimited, with man like Welton Irie. Welton Irie is a intro genius.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the way that him introduce songs.
Right.
So I learned from that. I used to listen to cassette them hard and come up with speech and tell story and narrate, because I feel like that I feel like ultimately that is my strong point when it comes to, that's why I'm a performer. I know how to transmit that song to make it get its highest potential of a response. I've heard even artists say, yo, you get more out of my song than I get out of it.
That was one of the things that I looked at you and say, okay, this guy he has talk, he has argument, as they say, he has speach. So,
yeah, and that's why them say sometimes less is more. Is when you don't have something, you learn to use what you have.
Gotcha.
And it build you up. Even to this day, I feel like say Chip Lee. That's why I return to Chip Lee, because Lee Tafari is another thing that
I saw that.
But Chip Lee, I returned to Chip Lee because I say, you know what? You cannot give up on Chip Lee too early. Give it some more time, I know I'm working with a team in South Florida called Link Collective, and we're working to bring forward Chip Lee again and make people feel that energy of Chip Lee, because I stepped back for so many years and I don't see another Chip Lee.
No.
I know.
I mean, everybody's now doing the stage performance thing.
The performance, but
right.
I don't. Me have to do how me do it.
Right, gotcha.
You know what I say? I have to do it how I do it, and I'm not knocking out everybody
No,
else.
I got
but
it.
I have to do it, and I came with that thing named Sight and Sound.
Right.
I don't know if you remember.
I remember that.
Yeah, with Dunsville.
What brought that on though?
That right there, we did that for like 2 years before we went to our first stage with that, really. And when we went to stage with that, we was ready. Like we were practicing, and it went from stage to stage to stage to stage. We got on some of the biggest platforms in like a 6-month gap window. You get Beanie Sizzle, Fully Loaded, Irie Jamboree in New York City, Asylum when Asylum hot at Jamaica. Like we was on everything. They was putting on us on between Buju and like Berris. You know, that's when the Olympics, when Bolt just running at the Olympics, and you know we had this video with the footage from the Olympics, and Mavado, We Shall Overcome, and that used to just set the place on fire, like because people know we're actually adding visuals to the audio with the performance.
Correct.
So me front and center, then you have Barry Hype, which is a very good DJ selector. And then you have Dansville, which is like Caribbean TV, which him have like a whole heap of footage where like exclusive footage of artists and different things. And he would use like all kind of different things and make visuals.
Gotcha.
It wasn't like we played some music videos, but it wasn't just music videos. It was life, visuals of life put to the music. So not only is the argument enhancing, but the visual is a visual display of what the song is saying. So it blew people's mind. It's the only thing that I saw with clear backstage. Like you hear that are Fully Loaded. The artists them come from backstage to see themselves. They want us. They want to see if them step on the screen.
They made it to the video, right.
Yeah, man. Right. It's a mighty production. The sight and sound thing. It was really.
Why did you stop it though?
You know, I believe that, you know, and I don't say that I am not a part of that too. I think it's just that the timing. I just feel like the timing was a little bit.
What year was this?
This was in early 2000s.
Okay.
Man, early 2000s.
So this was before social media and
yes, and I feel like if it was social media, it would have skyrocketed
absolutely.
even more.
Absolutely.
There is a link on social media for Sight and Sound. That's when YouTube just come in.
Gotcha. Yeah.
And Dansville throw it out there. So there's actually a recollection of that.
Really? Okay.
That you can actually go to and look and see. Like a little bit of the journey, snapshots. You know what I mean? But that was quite the thing. And that's another thing too, even with Chipley. It was before social media. So if Chipley was in when that thing was my God, man. You know what I mean? So,
forget it.
So now is the time that I mean I have health and strength. I mean I'm probably even more fit now than then. You know what I mean? So I'm very grateful and I'm filled with more wisdom as to, and then it's also a better time in music.
Oh yeah.
People might look at it and say, what you talking about? You know? Talking about a better time in music. Is that I have all of what I had up until that point, plus what has
come forward since.
Yeah. You know, and then what is to come.
Yeah.
By the grace of God, you know, because you know, even there's so much good music, but you have to know how to find them for you.
Sure.
Because good music is a matter of opinion.
Sure.
You know what I mean? When I sing the bird them song, I always say like we're singing the bird song.
Sure.
There's nothing new under the sun. So I feel like the work of the selector is a very, very important work because you are taking the songs that you are feeling and you're bringing these songs to the people in one compilation. You know what I mean? That's why I feel like there's no higher level of entertainment than a DJ that knows what they're doing. And I've seen it. Not just what I can do, but I've seen a base of the scene action. I've been to that. I've been in the heart of that and seen man like in perfect form, like a seasoned 100-meter runner, and the whole of them just dynamically running a relay, and them can't miss.
Right.
I see Glamour G and Blur Nas, Lenny and Squingy
yeah.
in a just perfect flow, and the place just a bust.
Yeah.
It just it combust.
Yeah.
And then I've also been a part of that on stage.
Gotcha.
So I know what it is, and I've always felt like the DJ role is underrated.
Very much so.
And that's part of the reason why I did step away from it. Because it's like you sit at the top of the hill, but nobody. I would play on stage shows and it would be the highlight of the stage show. And the newspaper wouldn't talk about it. You know, and that hurt. It hurt. You know, as you said, we get everything. Everybody see what happened. Everybody saw what happened tonight. None of the artists them came and did what that selector come and do. I'm not knocking any artist.
I got you.
But we never get there. I mean, I say, from as a little boy. That's what attracted me to this. I grew up come to Leeds Unlimited. You know? So I must say from me a little boy. You know? My dad had a club in St. Thomas named Nice and Easy. And my sister reminded me of how Dennis Brown and them man used to come sing. And we had a room at Daddy Club where they would put us up as the children to sleep.
Right.
But we are here to dance and the session them go on. So from me a little youth, you're seeing these things and then you're seeing something with an unlimited perspective, like where it can go. You know what I say? And I don't know if people understand what the sound system is. The sound system is the epicenter of the dancehall.
Right.
The selector is the core of the sound system. Everything generates around the selector. The whole dancehall, the whole rap, the whole everything coming from the DJ.
Facts.
The DJ is the core of what needs to be happening.
True.
You know,
All
but the
facts.
DJ gets overlooked a lot of the times. You know what I mean? Oh, it's just the DJ. No, it's not just the DJ. Look how much good times that DJ has brought you. Look how many smiles that DJ has put on people's face. And there's an art to it. It's not just a man with a laptop or a man
records.
a man with some
Back
records.
then, yeah.
You know, a man put time and effort and a whole heap of money, as you know,
Of course.
into it without any, just that you're just the DJ.
Yeah.
So I've always seen it to say, I want to be a DJ that is like, that you can change the face of what DJing is. So I always come with that energy, like a performer. That's why it's chiefly the performer. That's why.
Gotcha.
That's why. That's where the core of that energy coming from. That you say, why you run up? Cause that's what I saw from a little youth. Me I say, yo, this is bigger than anything else. So I approach it. You know what I mean?
Wow. What made you decide to get back to the Tripoli brand?
Well, Chipley is also an easy thing to say.
Gotcha.
Tafari now, and I said Tafari earlier on, that is like the singer-songwriter. I was in California for 8 years. And I interviewed with Elise Kelly 3 times. My songs play on Jamaican radio. I have a song named Now War With You. That play a lot in Jamaican radio. As One, Visionary, I did with Cashflow Records. As One play in Europe. Some have songs I invested, took up the guitar, you know what I mean? And learn how to play the guitar. So those years I invested, and I still playing the guitar to this day. I still writing songs, but I record my demos and really shelf them. You know, just having them as demos, knowing that because since I've been here in Georgia now, since the pandemic I've been in Georgia, is when I know resurface as Chipley. Because I say in the pandemic when the pandemic happened, you know, is a real check for all of us.
Of course.
You know, because now you have to really dig deep to say, all right, what's going on? I'm out here now. I leave California. I was going to Jamaica. But I'm like, what you going to Jamaica for? Because the place shut down.
Right.
And my daughter said, Daddy, come to, because she was here. She said, Daddy, come to Georgia. And I come to Georgia, start working, regular job, you know, start working, going out there and doing the regular work. And I said, maybe just go audition. I'm literally start over.
From scratch?
With nobody knowing you. When I went to Escaviches, Escaviches is where I play on a Saturday. When I went to Escaviches, I went in there and said, can I audition? Just play for you for free one night.
So you didn't tell him who you were?
No. But even if I tell him who me is, I don't believe in that.
Gotcha.
I believe say your work talk for yourself.
Gotcha.
And it blew their mind, obviously, because I know for play. I know what I know.
Right.
You know what I say? And I'm still nervous. Every time I play, I still have that little bit of nervousness. Because it good for you. Because if you approach everything like it's the first time you're doing it, it keep you humble. And before Anna is humility. So you have to approach things with humility. And then you're propelled into the space where you're supposed to be. Every stage, any time, there's always a sense of nervousness. And I embrace it because it's what keeps me grounded. And it has never failed me. It's always something that I work through until I come through where I'm most comfortable. From where you feel anxious and you feel nervous to where you feel most comfortable. And when I feel that feeling of most comfortable, I know say I lock in with the audience. I can't do nothing wrong. Me's a performer naturally.
Naturally, gotcha.
Yeah, even when I was in California, like to go on stage with a band, it's electric because my stage is nothing to me. And that's why I feel like say every good artist is a DJ too. Because you have to be a lover of
True.
music. You have to listen to a lot of
True.
different music.
That is true.
You get a diversity. And
That is
everything,
true.
you know what I mean?
Wow.
Yeah.
Which artists did you listen to? I mean, you mentioned Dennis Brown, of course, and those guys that used to come to your father's club. But who inspired you as an artist back then to now?
You know, ironically, one of my favorite artists is like Tracy Chapman. And them
Really?
artists. Yeah. I love Tracy Chapman because I love the guitar. I love.
Yeah, you bought
I
your
bring my guitar.
yeah,
I bring
yeah.
it because I'm like the guitar is like my companion, and there's something about a man and a guitar, you know, a person and a guitar by itself that is so dynamic, and is somebody who I see that way. And she don't have any flair.
Right.
And it's just to zoom in on one person. She don't have any flair on how she sing. She sing like how she talk.
Naturally.
And I love that kind of singing. No, I love all kind of singing. 'Cause I'm a DJ. I love all kind of music. The Alicia Keys and the
Right.
Beyonce, the whole of them. I love the whole of them. Because everybody bring them own dynamic to and I love a female vocalist. I love it. But I'm a fan of natural, like Bob Marley, natural vocal.
Gotcha.
But I love Dennis Brown too.
Gotcha.
Dennis Brown is a singer,
Right,
you know what I mean?
right.
So, I mean, I'm a DJ, so if you ask me who is my favorite,
Right.
kind of
It's
hard.
Kind of
but
tough.
There's a
yeah.
whole heap, and I love out of the youth, them will come up, I love like Chronics, them, and you know, Chronics at first, man, it was like, I didn't know them from the inception. That's a
Right.
whole other thing too, you know?
Right.
But Chronics grew up on me a whole heap as I go along and I start listening, music grew up on me. And I said that youth and the normal, him dynamics and the song them where him sing as a youth. In the normal, man. Chronics has some good song. Him catalog.
He does.
In the normal.
In a very short space of time.
And then Bujo is like a mentor. Bujo is like that I'm a daddy good friend, you know.
Gotcha.
So I get to spend some time with Bujo where blow my mind as a youth, you know. When I get to meet Bujo, I dub me want, you know. Dub play.
Right.
Come I play rhythm force at the time, and the first day me go around there, I go Jamaica, and we go around a Bujo, and Daddy introduced me to him and say, yo, me youth and then play a little sound in Florida and he want some dub, but it was Bujo Sabbath. And Bujo sit down the day with me the whole day. Man, other fruits, the man open the Bible, this first man sit down with me and read the Bible. And it touched me as a youth. Me not telling like, me literally just come out of high school and everything. So, and the man sit down, no, this is a Bujo Bantan to me. I said, damn, man, Bujo sit down and read the Bible with my first big man, you know.
Wow.
Would sit down and read the Bible with me, you know. My mommy would do them thing there.
Right.
But as a man, and it made me look upon him different. We have to wait till in the evening for go do the dub them, you know. Because and the man said to my dad, after me leave and everything, said, Mr. Lee, something about your boy, you know, I don't know. And Daddy said, that's strange. God rest him soul to Daddy Lee's Trevor Lee, you know. Daddy said, Bujo no stays about people. Where him say, come on, invite me to him, say, yo, why you not come to Jamaica and me come work at the studio? But on the first day meet me, you know. But you me love sound, so I may play a Florida and I now go just violate and leave Rhythm Force. Because I come to Jamaica, say some dub me out, cut and come back.
Right.
You know what I mean? I say, no, man. But Bujo invite me to come to Jamaica and say, yo, them amongst him and everything, just after the first meet, me and him just link up and all of us. And when we come to Florida, me and him would just go up and meet a little car, we call it Cricks, a little CRX. I said, I rate him to him not bossy, him just going like Cricks, me the whole front bus up and people I look and say, a Bujo that's in an old car.
Wow.
Just for me and him a flex like normal bridging, you know, and it showed me a lot too, you know what I mean? Yeah, man. Bujo is like a mentor, man.
Wow.
And he's and people don't want to look at it and call it for what it is, you know. But for me, Bujo Bantan, if I was to count an artist that I play the most records from,
Bujo.
I'm not talking dancehall reggae. I'm talking a artist.
Period.
In a live setting that I can draw for their songs and get the most response is a Bujo Bantan. Based off of a Chipley experience.
Gotcha.
You see me I say, and I'm signed to that. Wow. Because Bujo give a more album than any other. I just Bob alone. But Bob never DJ.
Sure.
Bob never chat lyrics, so him could have do dancehall style. We don't choose phone and do a kind of blood dance dynamics.
Right.
Chiwalaling and do a kind of something. Right. I wanna be loved and sing a love song. Bujo have song up and song up and song up and song, man. So him is to be celebrated and him deserve him flowers them, and I've been through a lot. You know what I mean? He deserve him flowers them, and that's why him get them. And people still don't want to look and say what it is. And he come and do some things where he make the culture look good. He make him blow the roof off of the Ras culture.
Yeah.
Excuse my language, but him blow the roof off of the culture. Is a man that me can look to and say, you can look and say, yo, me can do that too. And we lack that. We lack that. We need it more in our culture.
Yeah, we need it.
More example where a man can come out of so much adversity and so much trial and tribulation and rise to the ass, man. Big up Buju Banton straight. And we can tell you from a personal experience, nobody not paying me to say this. He's the first man sit down and read a Bible with me. And it touched me, regardless of what you think of the Bible. But we could have done anything. Could have go look, girl, drink rum. You know what I'm saying? We could have done anything. I'm not knocking none of those things. But the man sat and read the Bible. And I said, mighty goodness. And maybe even that touched me as Rasta. I made me see myself and say, yo, you're a Rasta, you know. You see me? I say, yeah, man, maybe that experience was what? I don't know if it was that a factual say that. But I identify with Rasta from my young, when I run from it too. But I identify with Rasta. And that is who I am, totally 100% a Rasta. I can't run from that. That's who I am. You know? Yeah. And a religion for me, I just who me is.
Who you is.
Cause that's what Rasta mean to me. It's being yourself. Rasta to me is not your hairstyle or what you eat or what you don't eat. Rasta to me is just not being afraid to be yourself. Because what Rasta did for all of us is show us that, hey, you can do something different. You don't have to do what everybody else is doing. Even when people that say that's wrong. And maybe it was wrong. But at least they had enough courage to say,
to step out.
When you're doing that, we're going to do this.
Right.
You cut your hair, I'm going to grow mine. You understand?
Right.
You line up, me not going to line up. I just want my beard grow. You eat meat, me I go eat vegetable. Like them defiant to a point where it show people say, Blair dance. You say Jesus, me I go say Rastafari. It show people that them can say different things and do different things. And it's okay. Diversity is okay. So they went left field when everybody went right field. And it showed people that there's a whole midfield. And there's a back field and there's front field and there's a whole universe. And what is wrong and what is right.
Yeah. Wow.
You know, and as I go along, I'm learning that more and more. Is acceptance of all people and loving people genuinely, learning to love people. It's not about, oh, I do this, so you got to do it this way. And it's not about that. And I feel maybe that's part of the reason why Chipley no manifest yet, because the growth never happened. It happened right now. You know?
There's always a time for everything.
Yes, sir.
Leeds Unlimited.
Yes, sir.
Obviously, that was your father's sound, which in it's your sound as well.
Yes, sir.
Why Rhythm Force?
Because I was in South Florida. I had a sound initially named City Hawk from House Party days. I started DJing. I started selecting not because my dad was in sound, you know, my friend get drunk at a house party. And I take over the records and start playing.
Really?
From that day, all of the youth them in the school, high school, I say, yo, you are the DJ and you are the selector. So it just naturally happened.
Right.
So I started to be the selector.
So your father never encouraged you to go in?
No, he didn't want me to.
Oh, okay.
He didn't want me to because he knows what it is.
Gotcha.
He knows that my dad did it for a hobby. His daddy a hobby. Daddy's a electrical contractor. Lee's Electric. That was his bread bringer. That's what brought his money. Lee's Unlimited is where he spent his money.
Got it.
You know? Yeah. I know that I make more out of it than him financially. He didn't really make any money. That's what he loved. That was his joy. He would spend his last dollar on that. If he didn't have that, he'd probably have. He had a lot of property and he sold a lot of property to maintain that.
Wow.
Okay, you have to have dub and you have to have, and then he had a venue called the Lease HQ out in St. Thomas.
Yeah.
And he loved it. And a righteous man leave an inheritance to his children's children. That's my dad's fortune. Lease Unlimited. Anywhere I go and call that name, people look at you different. You know what I mean? That's the first sound system to have an actual record, an album. that a recorded album that is of a live setting, but it's a record that's sold in record stores.
Really?
Yes. And my dad was the what do you call it? The head of the Sound System Association for many years. So him is a like a column.
He's a pioneer.
In the sound system fraternity. So not just Lee's Unlimited, but Trevor Lee. And that's why I would inspire anybody to just live good. Because anywhere I go, my mom said that to the other day. You know what I mean? My mom and dad, they separated. But my mom can say that even when it say, anywhere you go and call that man name, people deal with you good. So I just said to anybody, man, if you can leave a good legacy, leave it. Because people just hear say, me and my dad's son, and just deal with me good. Because I say, I'm Mr. Lee, that, you know. Like, my dad, I feel like, one time I feel like my dad a God. Just the way how people deal with your car. I'm Mr. Lee, that, you know. Because that, how daddy deal with people. And it's how him deal with people. You know. And that is truly a legacy, you know. It's how you deal with people. It's not about how big your name is.
Sure.
That's why Bob Marley name so big. It's how Bob deal with people. That Bob deal with people. Mr. Bob Marley dealt with people on a certain level. You know what I mean? And that is why his legacy is so large. You know what I mean? So yeah, Rhythm Force now. I was playing City Hawk and I was locking the house party scene, and my brother Quincy come to me one day, and Quincy, I always come with some big talk, you know. Say, yo, we have a sound, we can play in a big sound, and Rhythm Force is a massive sound in South Florida. They had, and to this day, them still have them equipment, you know, Everton, them still keep big equipment and big sound. So Everton was one of those guys, and, you know, he had, you know, the sound system thing in South Florida was a real thing. He had big sounds, you know, and Rhythm Force was one of those sounds. So when Quincy come and say, yo, Rhythm Force needs selector, and I think C-Ray was playing before that, and Ricky Castro was playing before that. They were the generation prior to Craig and I. Because Craig and I became the front runners on that sound. So it was Chip and Craig. It wasn't even Chip Lee. It was Chip. We had the Lee as well. Is when we get a little older now, I took Lee's Unlimited in South Florida. Get some dub, and I said, I'm start calling myself Chip Lee.
Got it.
You know what I'm saying? And that is that time that I say, yo, I'm gonna take Lee's Unlimited. And to this day when I play, you're gonna hear Lee's Unlimited samples. You're gonna see Lee's and my business is Lee's Unlimited Enterprise. So that is Lee's Unlimited is a legacy. We can't let it go. It's what Daddy left for, and it's unlimited.
Do you think you inspired a Black Shiny?
Oh yeah, I used to play Black China.
You used to play Black China?
Yeah, I was one of the first road selectors for Black China.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah, I came here as Black China, I believe. Yeah, I think that's how I got introduced initially, I believe.
Okay.
That's how I got introduced to yeah. That's probably how Mark knew about me.
Okay.
Because I was one of the first ones to go to Bahamas. Yeah, I remember when I went to Bahamas for a bridge named Carlo. A big promoter in Freeport, and me and a youth named Taxi went over there to go play for a dance, and he was very upset, you know, that me and Taxi went over there. The promoter, he's like, and he was even on the phone talking to people. Say, man, they send the boys, man, they send these boys. I want the Dupes and Bobby, man. I want the real Black China. They send these guys come. Man, you see after that done, man. That night I played it, and the next night the man said, man, nobody else can come here, man. It's you.
Wow.
I want you and him to come. We don't have to come. Yeah. Because them see the performance.
Right.
I mean, I'm not Dupes and Bobby, but that me play like how me play. You know what I mean? And the people loved it. When I first went to Bahamas, I felt like when I was playing Bob Marley, I felt like I was Bob Marley on the stage. Like the way the people respond, like they go in a trance.
Yeah.
And them love the roots.
Yes.
Them love Sizzla, and them love Buja, and them love the... And me, that are my core. I love reggae.
Right.
So when we get to play reggae, and more than the South Florida, they have more good hardcore dancehall. Because I never even like kill sound. But they good at it. Too damn good. You know what I say? So, so people would want to fight. I didn't like the energy that it bring.
Gotcha.
You know, it get too personal. You know what I mean? So I got far away from that quickly because I just didn't like where it was going. And to this day, I don't necessarily, I'm not a fan of where the culture go fully. But feel like so we can offer so much more.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we can offer so much more, and we will. We will.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What is the rebranding of Chipley takes? Like, I mean, I see you take it very seriously, obviously, because
definitely.
it's your brand.
Yeah.
You've got the T-shirts, you know, and everything else. Is that a conscious thing? Say, okay, I'm going to bring it to the new millennium, so to speak, the Chipley of the new millennium.
Well, I am blessed to have I have a team, right, which consists of my cousin Andrew Ramirez, which is he's a businessman, and he's been with me from creation because I born come see him. I like my big brother. Me and him grew together, and he's developed into a businessman.
Gotcha.
So we relinked, and we together with a bridge named Blakey and my sister and her husband formed a team called the Link Collective, right? Okay. And the first project for the Link Collective is Chipley the Performer, the rebranding of Chipley the Performer.
Gotcha.
So this is not just me making a launch at Chipley. This is a team effort, and the first launching in the performer slot is Chipley. Because there will be more performers.
Gotcha.
You know what I say? Well, Chipley are the first one, and we're all confident Chipley and believe in what Chipley represents, and so everybody making a collective effort to say let's push forward and come up. We're doing the logos, we're doing social media, and
so
even stuff like this.
You got the stickers.
I got the Chipley stickers, and that's my song now, War With You, and something that people just love that song.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. So we think there. Even the other night I played at Ricovibes, and one of the waitresses says, "Chip, why you don't start with the now War With You no more?" That get was so excited and love it, you know. Right. That's like them theme song, and they wear the shirts and stuff. So yeah, and it's a good message. Now War With You. No matter you check it. Now War With You. Yeah.
Well, what's the goalpost for you though? Like what's the Mount Everest for you?
Unlimited. You know, is wherever the most I decide for carry me go. Unlimited. I just, my most important thing is that I am fulfilling my life purpose. Why I'm here, and that we can pave the path for some youth. Them can rise up, and them can elevate, you know what I mean? Because even the music industry, it don't have to be so rough. It don't have to be rough and tough. And I think you get that stigma, that name about it. Oh, you don't want to get it. Today I heard two people at work talking about, I got out of music because the music scene and this and that. And that music been good to me, that I love music, and me feel like it's the highest expression. I know that. And it can't be, I always tell people, say I celebrate the record. You know what I say? Because the record is to be celebrated.
Yeah.
You'll never hear Marvin Gaye. You'll never hear Bob Marley unless it's through the power of the record. It's a record that bring Luther Vandross or bring, even some people that are here today, them can't sing like how they sung on a record because them voice strain. God bless like a Gladys Knight and those people that were at Patti LaBelle that are able to maintain. And they have to take good care of themselves to do that. It's not everybody able to sing the same way and belt out those notes like how they used to build, but they got it on the record. Yeah. And that record is going to live forever.
Priceless.
And that is why we celebrate the record. And our work is very, very important. We don't take it lightly. It's not a joke thing when we play music. You know? And that's why I like playing even at Ricovibes. I like, my favorite places has always been the places that people don't know me. Because then you get the power of shock. Like people, who this? People look at you like, yeah. And you see them, from them coming, them look for you, them don't know you. Georgia kind of bougie, kind of. But I like it. Right. It's like, you see, melanated people that are, just living a good life. Them living up, you know what I mean? Them living in a luxury and stepping up. And Georgia has been that way to me. I've been here now, 4 years, man. I mean, I get married, grateful. Like, I'm like, yo, you're married, yo. 4 years, like the things them that happened since I come here. And in all essence, out of the whole United States, this is where I used to make the most even income, monetary. Because when I was in South Florida, you would get paid for a gig. But when you come to Georgia, them actually pay you good.
What you deserve.
Yeah, what you deserve. Right. like you're going to Bahamas or if you're going to Costa Rica or Canada, I would get good money in those places. The most money I would make is outside of the US. But Georgia was that place that Georgia always been good to me. As I've been listening to that we call it the rituals, you know. Yeah man, Georgia my mind.
Georgia my mind.
You know, I say, yeah man, Georgia has been good to me, and I'm not gonna lie. I can say Georgia is my home right now. This is where I live, and I'm comfortable. I usually get like antsy when I was in California. Antsy, man, I forgot Jamaica. Me there Florida, I forgot Jamaica. Me there Jamaica every time. My son born at Jamaica. You know what I say? So any chance me get a Jamaica, me there. That's how even when Daddy passed in 2010, no jumping around whole heap, but the whole heap.
No.
When Daddy passed in 2010, I got a part of the sound system. We went out to the country with Uprising Roots Band. We drove out there and collected half of the sound system. And we brought it back to Kingston. Take the whole record them. I mean, under dust, you know, because the time them people play CD, people play CD. And man, them a laugh after you sent them us. I say, where you go with them all record the chip? I laugh after me. I will put on dust mask and wipe and wash down the record them and wash them off. And we started actually a vinyl series, a Tough Gang. Clean up the sound, paint up the box them. And you see the Janine them start to come around. The sound, Protege, Chronics, Kabaka Pyramid. All of them, if you ask them, would them probably hear themselves that loud the first time. If they're being honest, they would tell you say is with Lita Tafari, because they didn't know me as Chipley.
Gotcha.
Because the time they're straight Rasta. Because Rasta is a thing where it's like you indulge in it 100%. You burn everything and you're full on, you burn off everything and then you come back into yourself. It's like a full purging of self. So people, all daddy thinks I'm mad when we take up Rasta.
I did hear that.
Him gone, yeah,
I did hear that,
man.
I did hear that. In the media, I heard that.
Rasta is that kind of thing there where, you know, I love Rasta because it's like you take up, like people that say you take up the cross and you walk with the Almighty. It's like I feel like you say, yo, everything what me used to do, me nah do it again. And you go against that. But guess what? It's like you go through a fire and you come up on the other side. And even my mommy at first, my mom was like, oh my God, what to my boy? But my mom was one of the first people that got it. And because me and my mom is spiritual siblings. You see me and mommy talk about everything. So mommy get it right away. She know say him couldn't mad. Because she know how me raised.
So you did hear it as well?
Yeah, man, me hear enough, man. After I bet someone mad too. Me remember one day, me and my son, mommy, you know, we moved go Jamaica, you know, we just get up and go, you know. That time me they had a pivot with sight and sound, getting ready for launch off. They're on the biggest stage them. See how more there Jamaica. But when me going to Jamaica now, me remember what I saw in Jamaica with sight and sound. So I'm like, if I go there, there's a sound there already, Lee's Unlimited. So I am making a logical, in my mind, decision.
Gotcha.
But it was against the team. So that is the error where I make it. Wasn't the team wasn't on the same page. So I just say I doing it because I rebel, I Rasta. So I go do what I do. But everybody thought that I was going stark in mad because I didn't really have a plan. I didn't have a structured plan. I just went in with my mindset and everybody else was not on game with. And when you're working with a team, you have to compromise.
You have to be on game.
You know what I mean? Yeah. So I was young and just wild and Rasta.
Right.
And then I moved to Jamaica with my son, mom. We just left Florida, get up and leave the apartment, leave. You know what I mean? So people would think so, oh man. You know what I say? And then remember one time we all look a place for stay, because we don't know if stay. We just a B.
Like a nomad.
Yeah, like a nomad. And then we go to HQ, out of daddy place, and daddy come out there, fly out there, daddy say, oh, you can't stay out there, saying. Yeah, man, you can't stay out there, so man. And we come from the river the day when daddy did it. Coming from the river, because it's those things now we're looking to embrace, nature now. Right. When me a youth, me never get that. I grew up in South Florida. So I want to embrace Jamaica now. I love Jamaica because you get the everything natural and I never get enough of that. So I just want to go indulge in all that now. And we go to the river the day and we take a taxi, come up the road, and at the river, my slippers, I had on slippers, and it bust. The slippers bust. So me have to throw the slippers in a garbage bin. And so when me a walk come into HQ, barefoot. Daddy says, see it then out to us.
You really gone, man.
He gone, man. He might walk barefoot on road. Must say cast yes.
Right.
So we I just say voluntarily, reset.
Got you.
And I love it. I love it because it never killed me.
Right.
I'm a day I still can perform, even probably. I know I can perform better and stronger now than ever before. I know and understand through wisdom what time alone could teach me. What wisdom could teach me through time, I know now, and I'm still a young man. I don't look at myself now at the 50th year of life like old. I say no. Man used to live for much years in an anciency as to my understanding. So me in a prime time right now. You know what I mean? And I look at 25 as the Jubilee year. This is the year of salvation. This is the year of everything good. I saw me look on it as soon as you sent me the first interview of the year.
Yeah.
And I just said, watch this year for Chip Lee the Performer. Pay attention to this year for Chip Lee the Performer. And everyone who been in the back burner, why the Almighty hold them back for me. I never man hold them back, and a man hold me back, A Jah set me aside for appointed time. And the time is now. We'll come up on the time right now. That is how I look at it.
Do you think that you're underrated?
Underrated? No.
No.
Because then I would look at it as from a man's perspective.
Gotcha.
I'm exactly placed where I'm supposed to be placed.
Got it.
Yeah, man. Because it's the Almighty doings. Again, I've been put to the side.
Got it.
It's like fine wine. You don't just pull it right off of the shelf. Just put me on the shelf for years and say, yo, make this age, man. And when I open this and people taste it, they're going to be like, wow. I always look at myself as a store stuck in the inventory. And nobody knows about this store. And I just keep stocking the inventory. Keep stocking it. And when the door open, it will be the right time that people will be like, man. That's why I come back to my favorite places to play. I've always been the places that people didn't know me.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? And I remember when Mama Elise, and God bless Mama Elise. Mama Elise met me or myself on major radio. With just a guitar, because my first album is called Up and Up. It's just me and the guitar. And Mama Elise saw me on a stage show in Portmore. And I went, because I'm a sound man, I go to the sound man right away and plug in my guitar with my headset and I have a wireless guitar.
Right.
That same guitar I have to. Same one, because I have another one now, but this is the original one we did have. I'm go up on the stage. I was the only artist that night that performed with a live instrument. So it stood out. And then I got the children involved because I had a song named No Littering. And I put up a banner and everything. And when I done, I go up to Mama Elise, trembling. Because Mama Elise, I don't know if you know Elise Kelly.
Of course.
Elise Kelly is like the godmother already in Jamaica, So when I go to her, I tremble with my CD, and she say, youth. And she just embrace. And people are calling me, I'm going back to Portland, because that's where my son born. That's where I was inside. People are calling me and say, yo, your song them a play all over the radio. And I marvel, I shot, I couldn't even pick up the radio good when I'm there. So I only hear it in some and I hear a little bit of my song and then. But I get so excited, man, because I'll come to the sky and just rejoice, And 3 times I interview with Mama Elise. One of the times, the most recent time I should say rather, I was at work. I'm at work and she sussed me out and find out because she get a hold of the new album, Up Full Sound, the most recent album. And she loved the song, the theme song, Up Full Sound. And she said that her songs are Zion. She listened to it in the morning and me and her go through. So it's at work. While I'm actually at work, I interviewed with her because she wanted to do the interview on the spot. So she's a Tafari. It's funny because certain places you go and say Chip Lee, they don't know who it is. But if you go to Prodigy or you go to Chronix and you say Tafari, they know exactly who you're speaking of. And they still merge that to a selector, a DJ.
Right.
Because everybody identifies, so when I got those records from St. Thomas and started to just play, say, because initially I was an artist.
Right.
I went amongst them as an artist. But them say, no, man, do you ever hear him play a song like I play select?
Right.
So then I had to be the DJ.
Gotcha.
Sometimes it's what creation pushing you towards and you have to do it because you have to realize that come naturally, So to me, Chip Lee's a business. Tafari is the core essence of who I am. From a spiritual level, that's my songs that I sing and I write. And I've come to a place now that I know that moving forward, I'm going to be giving songs to artists. I'm going to be writing songs for people. Because at first I didn't want anybody else to sing it, but I can always sing it because them come from me and my instrument. So I can always sing them again. But what more joy to me to hear the words that the Almighty has given me in different voices. Then I can even select them. I can DJ them. You know what I mean? Then I can also not just DJ them. I could take my guitar because I know the core root of the chords to play and sing with the instrument. And that to me is a miracle in itself.
Yeah.
Because I'm self-taught. That's the years that I was mad.
That they say you was mad.
That them said that the years that
let's correct that.
That everybody said I was crazy.
Right.
But sometimes you have to mad to the world. You have to mad to the world to find yourself.
Facts.
Because I would not have known. I say walk with the guitar and a bridge name. I didn't forget the man name from Viceroy's. Viceroy's. He passed to the bridge. Man say, yo, walk with your guitar, man. Him say, all you don't know for play it, man. Him say, walk with it. And when you see a man who know for play it, you just put it in him and you watch him. And if him have a next guitar, you just line up yourself side of him and try all the way him a wall. And I saw me start take the guitar and walk with it and go amongst the musicians and stay amongst the musicians. At first, I never know no chord or nothing. That's just a bag of lyrics me have. And then I say, God, if we could just learn how to play and sing at the same time. And from I get the first 2 chords, a song me have. And I get the next chord, and more song that I come. And get the next chord, and more every time I get a chord. And then it bring me now to a state of the most recent song when I write name Nothing New. Nothing new because there's nothing new. And in the song I'm speaking of, we're singing the Bird Them song. Because there's nothing new. Because the chord are the same chord them.
Gotcha.
That we're all attracted to. If you go through all of the hit song them through creation, all of them is relative. We're not using nothing new. It's the same chord them with the bird them I sing from ancient say a man here and say that sound good. And then we'll make instrument and we'll start sing or the bird them I sing. The bird them have the melody from creation. So nothing new under the sun. You know what I mean? So it's a humbling experience. To be even more humbling where I look at the dynamics of when I used to even travel upon a plane and go a certain place, come out Georgia, with a box full of people sang with them record. Cause that's the only difference than what the bird them do. The bird them never record, and the ancestors them never record. Record is a more recent thing. You know what I say? But song I sing from anciency.
Facts.
But man I beat and I make chord and I try sing like the bird them from creation, but them never record.
Facts.
We record from the 50s. 40s, 50s, 60s come up and start record and so come we have a bag of record right now. You know what I mean? But not new under the sun, man. It's all and Chip Lee not new under the sun. Chip Lee is but now is the time, is the manifestation. Everything is in time. You say it's the first interview.
Everything comes full circle.
Yeah, man. And big up Sean. Big up Sean.
Sean Young.
Yeah, cause Sean met the link. You know what I mean? With no incentive, like Sean just say, yo, you need to be seen. And they say that is the thing, like Dansville and them, man. Me have some people where believe in a Chip Lee, man. Like they believe in you to a point where if you never believe in yourself, you have to look again and say, because when somebody can reflect to the best time them ever had in them life, and you be a part of that, not just a part of it, but almost the reason why that was happening. It's not something to underestimate.
Yeah.
And if you're able to create and generate that kind of experience of people, why not? It is a balance in creation, because so much things that are negative are exalted. So if the things that are positive and good, it's not doing them work and just sitting back and saying, boy, negative around the world and evil and this and that and we are not do what we're supposed to do. We have to do something too. We have to do our work. And that is another part of the reason why Chip Lee have to come to the forefront.
Gotcha.
You know what I say? This is not pretending, me just a talk.
Right.
It'll come from my heart.
Right.
And that's why I like the opportunity now if we can talk. Look at all the things that we have to talk about. I have another song that I say, the contrast was good. It created a background. So it's when you put the bright over the dark is when you're able to see. But if it was all bright,
You wouldn't see it.
it wouldn't even have anything on there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Or if it was all dark. So you had to the light have to come out of the darkness. So the darkness is important. The background is important. All of that journey, all those years have accounted to bring me to this point right here to sit in the seat. And your journey as well. I always say, even Mama Elise, one day I want to live to interview her. She interviews so many people.
But nobody interviews her.
Yeah, and she's gone through a lot of things. But and I one time I sent it in text to her because she would read the text over the ear and she said, Lita Tafari, that one scare me. Like I said, I want to interview you one day. And she said, it shock her to think, somebody would invert that. Because you interview a lot of people, but if that was the turn,
I'm not very good at being interviewed.
Yeah,
actually.
exactly. And it's some of the time it's interesting because that is your call is to ask those questions.
Correct.
And to bring it to the people.
Correct.
And it's very important.
It's extreme.
Because then this is no person gonna watch this and be like, man,
I didn't know this and I didn't know this and I didn't know this.
And you give me an opportunity to say, I wasn't mad. And you can look and say, this don't look like a mad man. Perfection, that is how it works. Perfection out of imperfect,
How do they get your merchandise, your recordings?
Well, the performer.com. So you have THEPERFORMA.com, and then you just look for Chip Lee the Performer. You Google Chip Lee the Performer with an A at the end. Okay. You're gonna find the Instagram. You're gonna find all of those different platforms. We're just getting at the groove of all of these things, but
are you active on social media? Or
yeah, but need to be more active. But it will happen. It will happen as we go along. I'm looking forward to organic growth. Nothing that is trend. I don't want to just trend and then fade away after all these years. That don't make no sense. I want it to be a substance. Longevity. And it will be. It will be when people accept it. It will be that I trust that it will be something that people will say, this is a part of us. This is something that like a column, Right. And shout out to Stone Love. Because I talk about Stone Love a lot. And it's because I feel like Stone Love out of every song made it into a business. Yeah. And
first and foremost.
Yes. Made it into a business and created more opportunities for young people to excel, to get a platform to launch their own brands and keep Stone Love going. And
was it 53 years now?
With a certain level of integrity. So shout out to Father Paul. That is definitely somebody who I look to and say, yes, as a sound man, looking towards sound system and how I feel like is a proper way to run it. We can use that. We can all use something from Stone Love's
as a blueprint,
as a blueprint.
Absolutely,
because it stay in it make a house. It's a household name, and it's a name that the other day I played Stone Love in Florida, and it was thing there. So even when you hear me say, boy, can I not tell nobody say I kill Stone Love?
Right.
I tell people say I did kill Swamp King. That's I tell people.
When he represented Stone Love
but
at the time.
I never want to kill Stone Love.
Gotcha.
Stone Love to me is like, Stone Love to me is a household name. I don't want to kill Stone Love. You know what I say? I never want to really kill no sound, Never really want to kill no sound. Yeah, man. I remember one time I played with Squingy at Casablanca in South Florida, and I said, Squingy, take it easy upon me. And Squingy said, you take it easy upon me. Yeah, man, and that touched me too. I said, Squingy, just me even take it easy upon me. I play. I said, yeah, man, I never have the name of them. But them know, say, yo, one time I played with Firelinks. Played Firelinks one time, I really kicked us and said, like the promoters tell me after the dance, say, yo, no, it's Firelinks step on, no, man, I have to kill that youth. I'm too bad. I have to kill him bad.
Really?
Yeah. But him never flare up on me tonight, He never flare up on me.
This episode of Take 5 with Ricovibes is brought to you by...
And seeing what Chip Lee the Performer mean to the people. It is a happy place. It's a place...
So the dance done, I'm ready.
Pick it up, mister!
Now I'm with you.
Ow! Chip Lee, I'm back! Chip Lee, I'm back! Chip Lee, I'm back!
To make people levitate, to have the highest experience ever musically. Chip Lee the Performer, niceness guaranteed.
Yo, listen up. Y'all remember the 90s? The era of neon windbreakers, cassette tapes, and endless fun. Well, it's time to relive those golden days that stuck in the 90s Atlanta. For the past 5 years, we've brought you back to the 90s. With the biggest, baddest, hypest party in the city.
Pick it up.
Stuck in the 90s.
Everybody.
Saturday, January 25th. Celebrating our 5-year anniversary. Entertainment by from New York City. DJ Polish, King Adi, and Back to Basic. Alongside Atlanta Generals, Juggler and John Wayne. Proper English and One Drop Sound. All happening at Essence Lounge, 5439 Riverdale Road in Atlanta. From 9 p.m. to 3 a.m. Saturday, January 25th. Get tickets now at StuckInThe90sOfficial.com.